Hey everybody, it is a special night because I'm on later than usual by far, and not only that, not only am I on later than usual, it's tied, and unless of course matters have changed since I got online, which can happen, right? But the Oakland A's were, after being down by a run, right? A run. After being down by a run for what? Seemingly the entire game, they finally came back and tied the hated, because they're ahead of us, Houston Astros. And guess what? Now they're ahead. They won. The A's won 4-3. So the moment I got away to come here, the A's won. I wrote their tie, so now I got to change the whole thing. How about that? The A's are pulled to within one game of the Astros, and you got to believe the Coliseum is going absolutely nuts. Let's see if we can do a Twitter-esque live look-in, right? Maybe, as Oscar Slater just tweeted, one game back, walk-off pie, and I write hashtag hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hashtag hell yeah. There we go. Now, it is an amazing, let's see here. Okay, it's not there. Dang it. Oh, man. Hashtag Oakland. News Oakland Athletics. Boom. Let's go walk off. Woo-hoo! A's win. A's win. A's win. I got to change the doggone title. Okay, so hold on a second. Edit video, right? Edit video. Oakland A's beat Houston Astros 4-3. Got it, okay. Oakland A's beat Houston Astros 4-3. Write that. Okay. How about that? Woo! A's. A's do it. A's do it. A's do it. Why is it? I'm trying to make it sound like birds do it, bees do it, A's do it, we do it, let's all, whatever. It's rally time. As John Marks wrote, it's rally time. Yeah, it's rally time. Time to act silly. Time to, let's get it started, right? Let's get it started. In here, as John Marks wrote, cool in the gang time, celebrate good times, come on. Dun, 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 dun. Well, I play the song were it not for the fact that YouTube has this really ridiculous system where one song that's played, if I play like a few seconds of it and my live stream is, let's say, an hour long or longer, it doesn't matter. It takes the whole live stream. Like, we're gonna get all the money you made, from all those people watching all that time, because you used maybe, what, 8 seconds of song? I'm serious. That's how draconian it is. It's ridiculous. Kind of like, gee, man, I can't use that, because they ain't gonna treat me right. Ain't. Anyway, but I can do this. Dun, 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 dun. Yahoo! Right? Celebrate good times. Come on. Let's look at some of the tweets here. Have some fun. Hold on a second. Ta-da. All right. Maybe there's something we can see in terms of a video. Video? So I got it. Here we go. Okay. There it is. Woo! One more time, okay? Dallas Braden with Matt Olson, home run, call aboard, next stop, Powtown. Boom! Nice. Nice. How sweet it is. Here's another one. Look at this. Woohoo! Look at this. Actually, you know what? That actually, folks, was from July, although it's appropriate for today. Here's another one. All right. That's 16 minutes ago. All right. Try it again. Nice. Woo! Safe. Let's see what else we got here. Tony's picks. That was 4 hours ago. Okay, those are the videos, right? See if there's anything more. Nope, there isn't. Doggone it. But let's have a look at that. Maybe in next up, Powtown. Let's do it again.
And unfortunately for Tony Sitt, Matt Olson had his bags packed. All aboard. Next up, Powtown.
Woo! All right. So, hey, maybe if we check Instagram. Let's still go to Instagram and see what's happening. Fun stuff here. The A's. Look at that. 4-3. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. 0, 0, 0, 0, and 1. 1, 1. These are the Astros. Okay. And then the A's turned it on. See that? Look at that. The A's turned it on. See that? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Nice. Nice. Tomorrow, 4:05 Eastern, which is 1:05 back there. Celebrate good times. Come on, Oakland A's. Now, here's the thing, all right? Aggies rookie Nick Martini making the most of his opportunity in Oakland. A 5-point plan for the A's' continued success. Series number 40, Athletics versus Astros. Well, what do we have here? What do we have here is a win. That's what we got here. That's what we got up, as I say, basically up in here. Okay, yeah. Let's check the Instagrammers, since we have to Instagram. Here's Instagram, and my favorite athlete. It happens to be turned to one of the world's strongest women pound for pound, but that's another story. Anyway, check her out another time. Her name is Emma Tall. But anyway. What we're looking for are athletics. Hashtag Oakland OA. See that? If I just type this, if I just keep, all right, LAND, and then see if I type Oakland or Oakland Athletics. Ta-da! Oh, right. Hey, Hammer time. That's with MC Hammer and Oakland Councilman Roulette Gibson McElhaney. MC Hammer, Ricky Henderson. Why do I know those folks? Why do I know that girl? Whatever. Okay, go down to the recent ones. These are the most recent ones. Okay, here we go. All right, crushed the homer 1 game back. Never count us out. We can enlarge that a bit. We can enlarge that a bit. Let's see here. Here's another one. There's another one by now. Can I enlarge that? Is it possible to enlarge this? How do you like that? He's like, fuck yeah! I mean, that is so huge. That is so nice. I mean, you could just play that over and over and over and over and over and over again. That is just sweet. One game back. I mean, there's another angle. How many angles are there here? Hold on a second. This is I think this is another angle. Yeah. That was when it was 3-2. That was to tie. Okay. That wasn't quite it. But that was 3-2 to tie. How about this one? Let's see what this was. This was good night now. I like this one. This is another one. This is sweet. Yeah, this is it. Watch. This is it. Same angle though, folks. Watch. Look at this. This is the same angle basically, but it's worth hitting. Just watch it. Oh, I forgot to log in. Anyway, that's sweet, folks. All right. The Athletics did it. I mean, how cool is that? How cool is it for the A's to basically write their own story like that? You have your, I look, somebody on Facebook says we're going to get that blank. And I hate the term. That's why I went blank, okay? Because it's a vulgar term. It implies whatever. The whole point is a lot. No, man. But I do want them to win. And the dream would be, the dream scenario really, if the A's had not dropped that last game prior to this one, it would have been tied. This would have put the A's tied for the Astros with tomorrow's 105 contest, 405 here in the East, to decide the new leader. Shoot. What the heck is going on? Hey, everybody. We're still back. And anyway, as I was saying, the A's have now still the second best record, but one back. Now, I think you just were, hey, Tori. Hey, how you doing, Tori? Hey. Hey. Sean, or how about this? Sean, na. Hey. Goodbye, right? Sean, na. You know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. I just figured out something that I think I want to take advantage of another time. But na. That's when you yell. Sha-na-na-na, na. Hey, goodbye. Sha-na-na. In fact, I should write that on Dave Caval's Twitter account. Sha-na-na-na. I think I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that. I gotta find Caval. I'm going to Dave Caval's Twitter account right now, and I'm writing sha-na-na-na. Here's Dave Caval. Dave Caval is the president of the Oakland Athletics, and so what I'm writing right now is I'm writing this. Oh, he's right. Winning celebration lit, like that. Okay. I'll write. Wait a minute. I'm writing in block letters. Sha. Nah. How do you spell Sha-na-na? Sha-na. Nah. This is funny. Sha. It's like duh. Sha-na. Is it S-H-A and N-A-N-A? Sha-na-na-na. So I got to do this. Sha-na-na-na. So I got to take these two N-A's. I got to multiply them times 1. Okay. So I got 4 na-nas. I got sha-na-na-na-na. So it goes sha-na-na-na. And then, right, they got to take that and I do 4 more of them. So I take this. I take those 4 and I do a copy paste with a dash. So I got sha-na-na. This is what I got, right? Okay, this is what I got, all right? I got sha-na-na-na, na-na-na-na, all right? And then I write, hey, 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 goodbye. That's what I'm writing on Caval's Twitter account. Sha-na-na-na. Then I'm writing, what is it? Hey, 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 goodbye. A's win. A's win. This is fun. A's win. Go Oakland. Go Oakland. This is fun. Okay. This is what I wrote, folks. All right, look. This is it. See? It goes sha-na-na-na, na-na-na-na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. A's win. I got to repeat that, don't I? So I take what I do. I take these, right? And I copy those, right? And then I do that, and then I hit a paste. Okay? So there we go. So I got sha-na-na-na, na-na-na-na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. So much fun, man. Just so much fun. I got to do an emoji there someplace, right? Just add an emoji, right? Where? Add an emoji. Come on, man. Give me an emoji. Give me an emoji. Like that. Give me another one. Like that. Give me another one. Another. Yeah. Heck yeah. That's right. All right. And then we hit tweet. So there it is. All right. So, all right. Here. Okay. And I should have, doggone it. How'd I do that? There's tweets. I should have hashtagged it, dog. Okay. There we go. Look at that. Save. Sha-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. Sha-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. A's win. A's win. Go Oakland. That's the way you do it. Oh, what a win. That's the shit. I mean, excuse my language. That's just awesome, you know? That is just isn't that nice? Isn't it nice? The winning, okay. So the game. Winning, I mean, the winner, okay? Trimian is now 6-2. The loser is Blake Trinian is the winner. He's got, now he was 5-2, now he's 6-2. His ERA was 8.9, 51 games. Major League career stats, 16 wins, 17 losses. So, but for us, hey, he's doing really well. Where is he from? Born 6/30, 1988, Wichita, Kansas, which puts him at about, what, age 30? Yep, 30 years old. He went to South Dakota State. Ooh. So, his name is pronounced Trinan, which reminds me of Trinia, which is a kind of a drink out of the Corbomite maneuver in Star Trek, all right? A's win. A's win. A's win. So, congratulations to Blake Trinan. And again, tomorrow, the Thriller at the Coliseum. Now, wonder what the attendance was. Let me see here. Because it would be nice to be able to report, hey, 40,000 people, right? I don't know. Just looking at it, it looked like it was maybe 20, 30,000, something like that. Maybe is that? Am I being? You know, what am I being? Um, I'm being. I'm being about to think about 25,000 or something like that. So you'd like more, okay? Because I can see some empty seats around there, and that's not what you want. And now the Bay Bridge series filled it up, you know, filled to the rim. Well, it's just folks there. There's folks there, but you'd like to get a bigger count. And I just have to say this, you know, as much. I mean, you got to see what the A's have done in terms of creating, you know, just a great fan atmosphere, like the Treehouse, for example. And they've really, okay, here's the Treehouse. If you haven't been there, you know, and truth be told, I haven't been there yet, but it's just cool. Look at that. That's the Treehouse. Drinks and games. See that? All right. I mean, the A's under Dave Cavall have gone out of their way. I mean, really, they've gone out of their way to make the athletics, the games, the atmosphere a place to be. And so I salute Dave Cavall for all that he's done. He is a breath of fresh air and a true gift to the city of Oakland. And, you know, I think we're blessed to finally have a representative of a team who truly cares about the city of Oakland. Folks, I'm telling you, we haven't had that. It's not a matter of we haven't had that in a long time. We just haven't had it. I mean, look, I want you to think about the span of time where Oakland has been basically treated like crap by its sports owners. Franklin Muley brings the Warriors to Oakland, but does he call them the Oakland Warriors? No, he calls them the Golden State Warriors. Okay? And Chris Cohen has a perfect opportunity to rename the Warriors the Oakland Warriors. We should have held his feet to the fire and said, hey, you know what? We're building a new stadium for you. We're spending public money. You call them the Oakland Warriors. Didn't do it because we didn't ourselves believe in Oakland enough to do it, right? And go on and on and on. Of course, I don't have to tell you about the history between the Oakland Raiders and the city of Oakland, where the Raiders acted like they were ashamed of Oakland at times, and on 2 occasions basically worked to double cross us. Truth. So you have to understand what is happening under Dave Cavall this past year and a half is unlike any other moment in Oakland sports history. I'm not talking about wins. I'm talking about a person who actually embraces the city. And I can only think of one other person who comes close, and I think that person deserves more than an honorable mention. However, that person, he represents the same Oakland Athletics but in an earlier time, and that is Wally Haas and the Haas family. The Haas family was loved in Oakland because they loved Oakland. They were the owners of the Athletics. They brought a championship to Oakland, and they didn't just act like they loved Oakland. They actually, Wally and those guys, they actually loved Oakland. Period. End of story. Love Oakland. End of story. If you're thinking Haas, whoever heard that name before, you're thinking about the Berkeley Business School, same family, okay? So, Levi's, ring a bell, right? Okay? Same family. So my point is, you have to reach back that far to the 80s to find another example, and it's still with the A's. That's it. We've had a history of bad relationships, history of owners that just act like they were ashamed to be associated with Oakland, and it continues today. So, you know, we don't, like Ziggy Wolf told myself and Grizz when we were at the NFL owners meeting for the Vegas decision. He says, I can't imagine leaving my town. That wouldn't happen. We built a stadium in my town. He owned his town. And I remember Greg saying, you know, hey, you know what? Why can't we get that? Okay. So, and he's right. John Mark says, I want to work with Dave Cavall and the A's. The team is my childhood team. Hey, man, he's accessible. Get on his office hours. And John Mark says, I hear you, Z. I know the A's had a history. John Mark says, 89 world champions. That's right. I was there. Well, it wasn't at the World Series, but I was in Berkeley during the Loma Prieta earthquake. And so Cowboy Russia says, once the Raiders, oh, look, whatever. The A's will win. Thank you, moderators, for doing the job, by the way. Thank you very much. Hey, by the way, okay, now shifting gears, now that the A's have won, let's talk about NFL preseason because I want to show you something. It's on the front page of Oakland News Now, my new grand and glorious blog, and it has to do with a play executed by a quarterback that I predict is going to scare the heck out of us this year. Watch this, folks. You want a preview highlight? You want a preview highlight reel, folks, Raiders fans? Something you don't want to see by a team that has, among other people, Dave Amerson. Remember that name? Watch this. Bam! Patrick Mahomes, 69-yard bomb to Tyreek Hill, Kansas City Chiefs versus Falcons preseason. You got to watch this, okay? I kid you not. You got to watch this. Bam!
And here is a taste of what you hope you don't want to see during the regular season. That's exactly the way to put it. This is Patrick Mahomes' 69-yard bomb to Tyreek Hill to give the Chiefs a much-needed touchdown as we're down 14-3 to the Atlanta Falcons with just 28 seconds remaining in the second quarter of this preseason game. This is about 2nd and 5. Here is the play. It is, as you can see, it's 3 wide receivers to the left, one Travis Kelce actually at the bottom of your screen, and then that's right, I can see there goes Mahomes back, and he just steps forward and then launches this bomb. And look, Tyreek Hill is in front of everybody. That is an easy touchdown, and then of course he has to go and celebrate stupidly, but whatever. That's the arm that everyone, and the flag is for excessive celebrations, you can imagine, and I might add vulgar celebration too, but the whole point is, this is the arm that everyone talks about, and this is why they basically let Alex Smith go to the Washington Redskins and basically bet on developing Mahomes because of that arm that you just saw. And he got time. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just over 5 seconds time he got to throw that bomb.
Actually, you know what, folks?
And so that is what everyone talks about. Patrick Mahomes is also my friend Lee Steinberg's client. So please subscribe to Zenny62 for more. And stay tuned for more observations. But yeah, Patrick Mahomes just showed on one play that he's the real deal. So there you go. Even though he threw it interception.
Yeah, so anyway, my point is that, hey, Patrick Mahomes, I said, Patrick Mahomes, what am I trying to say here? Patrick Mahomes has had 6 seconds to throw. 6 seconds, all right? Had 6 seconds to throw in that, okay? So I counted 5, but I realized in looking at the video again that I missed a beat by maybe almost a second. He had 6 seconds to throw that ball. 6. Okay. I mean, that was no joke. That was no joke. And not only that, Yeah, 6 seconds. Alex, he had 6 seconds. Think about that. He moved up in the pocket. There was a nice pocket around him. But then Tyreek Hill had gotten ahead of everybody. Something else, too. They put Tyreek Hill, the difference in that. I want to show you the other major difference there. All right? The difference, I want to show you the other major difference there, okay? And the other major difference there is simply that the major problem is that is purely that the problem is that Patrick Mahomes, the reason I'm hesitant is because I want to go back to, was a part of me that doesn't want to go back to that, but I'm going to go back to it anyway. So let me go back to this, and then let me show you what I'm talking about here.
Okay, Oakland Raiders fans, here is
let me get back
you
here.
don't want to see during the regular season. That's exactly the way to put it. This is Patrick Mahomes.
That's my mom laughing because she loves how I describe things. She gets a kick out of it. She gets a kick out of it.
Chiefs a much-needed touchdown as they're down, or we're down.
Okay, this is I got it set. Here's what I want to show you. Here's why I was hesitant. Sorry about the hesitation, folks. Boom. All right. Get rid of that. Okay, now what I want to show you is where Tyreek Hill lined up. That was the big deal. If you remember the game, the Kansas City Chiefs game last year, where we came back to win on Thursday night, Tyreek Hill was lined up as split in for a 90-yard bomb in the first half, right? Okay. Look at where they line him up this time. Look at this. Pay attention, okay?
14-3 to the Atlanta Falcons.
Watch what happens to the snap of the ball.
Just 28 seconds remaining in the second quarter of this.
Watch what happens to the snap of the ball.
2nd and 5. Here is the play. It is, as you can see, it's 3 wide receivers to the left.
Okay, this is Hill. Look, 1, 2, 3. That's Tyreek Hill right there. Watch. Keep your eye on this guy. Understand? Keep your eye on this guy, okay?
Travis Kelce actually at the bottom of your screen, and then let's run it and see. There was Mahomes.
See that? See that? Look, you see that?
Steps forward and then launches.
Let's go back here.
To the Atlanta Falcons with just 28
All right.
seconds remaining.
This
in
guy.
The second quarter of
look at how fast he gets off. There's nobody chucking him.
Here is.
Okay? There's nobody chucking him.
It is, as you can see, it's
All right, and the reason why they did that is very genius. You see how they have press coverage on all these receivers, but not on the slot, right? There's no press slot. There's no press guy here. And the reason is that you don't want to get caught in a possible pick situation, so you have this offset. But Andy Reid takes advantage of that because it provides a cushion for Tyreek Hill. And Hill just eats up the cushion, right? Watch this.
Travis Kelce actually at the bottom of your screen.
That's Travis Kelce, okay? See right there. You see that? See how see that he's got nobody chucking him, right? By contrast, you see how these receivers are slightly impeded in their path, but not Hill. You see that? You got that? And then look, you see that? He's off to the races.
He just steps forward and then launches the
and then boom. And he gets behind everybody. And look, you see that? He's got a full yard on him.
Pulls in front of everybody.
Bip! Touchdown.
That is an easy touchdown, and then of course he has to go and celebrate.
Now I'm sorry, if John Gruden doesn't do that with Latavius Bryant, he's stupid. You hear what I'm saying? I will repeat that. If John Gruden does not do that with Latavius Bryant, he's stupid. I'll repeat that a third time. If Gruden does not do that, specifically line up Latavius Bryant in slot, 5 wide, 3 to one side, say Jared Cook to the other, all right? We'll say 4 wide, 3 to one side, Jared Cook to the other, but not close in, split out wide. And then with the halfback, I'm keen to have 5 wides. I don't necessarily need the halfback. I'll take Marshawn Lynch and put him out there. My point is this. If Gruden does not do that with Latavius Bryant, whose speed is comparable, not faster, almost as, but comparable, If John Gruden does not do that, John Gruden is stupid. I'm telling you. All right? I'm just saying, okay? Just saying. Now, all right. Hey, by the way, if you've been to the Transbay Terminal yet? Has anyone here who's local been to this Salesforce Transit Center yet? By a show of why or no? All right. Anybody at all? Anybody? Anybody? Just asking. Anyone at all? Has anyone been there? Anyone at all? Anyone at all? Just asking. Anyone at all? Anyone at all? Is anyone there? Anyone? Anyone at all? Alex has not been? Okay. Top Eye Wrestler, anybody? Who else? There's 13 of you watching. No? No? Okay. John Marks, you've been to the Salesforce Transit Center. Wow. Okay. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. What Vegas trolls? There are no Vegas trolls around. I don't see anybody. Joseph Bensman, how you doing? Oh, Patrick Blacksman, I owe you your money there, your shares. Joseph Bensman says, my Giants won their second preseason game of the night. Davis Webb out of Cal did solidly, it seems. Raiders have the receivers to have a very good passing game. All right. Interesting. So, very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Very interesting. So, in fact, you mentioned, let's see here. Let's see here. How about this? How about we say that we go to we go to NFL.com, okay, and then we say that we'll review, right? Okay. So now, Joseph Bensman says Mahomes definitely looks like a solid quarterback. Nice throws tonight. Yeah, you know, he started off, I think, 6 for 6, and then he missed then he threw an incompletion and then an interception, which is really of the stupid variety because he's got to understand how to check out of a play if it's not going to work in the coverage. Some idiot said, well, he didn't look off his receiver. There was more to it than that. What happened was that Mahomes was throwing to, I believe it was actually Kelsey again on a up pattern, but he threw it high in the air and gave the free safety enough time to make a play for the ball, to just literally run from the midfield to where the ball was going on this side of the field and intercept the ball. That could have been avoided. First of all, the route should have been wider. Mahomes should have thrown flatter. He threw up, as opposed to Peyton Manning style, which is you keep your head. You don't throw like that. Okay. In fact, you don't turn your head at all. You use your eyes and you keep your eye focused on the target, and you just throw to the target. The whole point is to use your natural hand-eye coordination so that your body takes the ball to the target. What happens is that people don't do that. A lot of quarterbacks will aim. They will, in other words, let me make it very simple. They will take their eye off the target. If the target, a lot of people do this. Even Roethlisberger does this. It's a mistake. What happens is that when they take their eye off the target, let's say they're throwing deep downfield, right? They will look to a spot and they'll try to aim at this spot between where the receiver is, all right, and the ball midway, and they'll aim for this spot. Don't do that. Keep your eye on the receiver. Even if you think you can't reach the receiver, guess what? If you're trying to throw deep and you can't reach the receiver doing that, you need to train yourself and work out to the point where you can. Because you'll find that your balls that you throw will be more accurate. You will hit your target. I learned this watching Peyton Manning during his record-setting year, in particular in 2005. He did this to a fare thee well. I mean, Peyton Manning threw some of the best balls I've ever seen a quarterback throw in my life. They were accurate. They were scary accurate in the deep throws. If there was a guy that had a step, not even a step, maybe a half step, Peyton got it there. You know who else has that capability right now? Teddy Bridgewater with the New York Jets. In fact, as I wrote at Oakland News Now, Teddy Bridgewater is ready to take the Jets to the Super Bowl right now if they don't do something stupid like trade him. But it was like, trade him, because we got Sam Darnold. Whoop-de-doo. Sam is not ready. If the Jets trade Teddy Bridgewater this year, they will have poured their Super Bowl hopes down the drain. Just like that. They will not only have poured them down the drain, they would have basically made sure they were emptied out. Absolutely. Okay? So, Cowboy says, what are your thoughts on Jalen Ramsey giving his authentic opinions on every quarterback at the moment? You know, that's a good question. I've only seen bits and pieces. I have to really be honest with you. I was pissed off that GQ got the scoop, but also I was really bothered that of all the news out there, there's this gossip that he says. However, it is, look, let's acknowledge it for what it is. It's great candor by an athlete. So let's go to Gentleman's Quarterly. Gentleman's Quarterly. All right, and then find the actual article. And the reason why I say that is because I want to find out where I want to find what I want to find where he said what he said, so I'm not talking out of my butt about what he said. Does that make any sense? All right. How about GQ? Ramsey. How's that? Oh, excuse me. Okay. Jalen Ramsey has something to say about literally everyone. All right. So I found the actual article, which is hard to actually read it. Every time I click something, Jim Beam is like, I can't click around the thing. I just made them a few bucks. All right. This was by Clay Skipper. And this is how it goes. The Jacksonville Jaguars defensive back has emerged as one of the NFL's top young talents and one of its premier trash talkers. Here, the corner sounds off on quarterbacks, the weight of expectations, and protests against police brutality. See, that's the part we didn't hear about. This is good. As often does with Jalen Ramsey, the confrontation begins with a little trash talk. It's a sleepy Friday morning in New York before Memorial Day, and the Jacksonville Jaguars defensive back is enjoying breakfast with his girlfriend Bray at Sadel's, a Soho bakery with an alarming cachet of Le Creuset wares. With little warning, Bray, a college track star and the younger sister of Detroit Lions wide receiver Golden Tate, does something reckless. She tells Ramsey that her family would beat his in a game of flag football. Ramsey, incredulous, pauses eating his sticky buns to dial his dad, Lamont. Uh-oh. See, when you pause eating your sticky buns to dial your dad, that's when you know it's serious. So Bray is right there, and she's trying to tell these people at GQ that if we have a Ramsey versus Tate Olympics, they'll beat us. Ramsey tells Big L when he picks up. She said, your knee will go bad and everything. Lamont's guffaw crackles over the speakerphone, competing with the restaurant's early morning din. I'll make her dad throw all them ribs he's been sitting around eating. God. Like father like son. Says, he ain't playing no games with your family, Ramsey continues after his dad hangs up. This is hilarious, right? So anyway, all right. So anyway, it goes on here. It goes on and So he's talking about his 6'1" frame and blah, 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 blah. And then Jalen Ramsey has these daily essentials and all this. All right. So Jalen Ramsey says, all right, here we go. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Here's all the stuff. All right, here we go. Here are the thoughts. This is Jalen Ramsey Unplugged. You ready? Here we go. Jalen Ramsey, if all those teams wanting Baker Mayfield so bad, Baker compares better with Lamar than any of those quarterbacks. So if they want that type of quarterback, confident, get out of the pocket, throw on the run, big plays, charisma, then yeah, I understand Baker going number 1. But if all the other people were competing and wanting Baker too, then why wasn't Lamar the second quarterback chosen instead of at the end of the first round? Ooh! See, that's stuff you didn't hear about. That's why it's always a good idea to read the doggone thing, right? To read it. People don't read anymore. They get a little sound bite. It's like, oh, Jalen said this. Well, did he really? See, now I'm reading what he really said that GQ wanted to print. Hold on a second. A little, say clean up on aisle 2, folks. Got it. All right. Now, as I was saying. Okay. Then he says, that's his first one. So basically what he's implying is, hey, you know what? They let Lamar drop because Lamar is black. He ought to just have said that. Now here's the next paragraph. I think Buffalo Bills draft pick Josh Allen is trash. I don't care what nobody say. He's trash. And it's going to show too. That's a stupid draft pick to me. We play them this year, and I'm as excited as hell. I hope he's their starting quarterback. He played at Wyoming. Every time they played a big school, like they played Iowa State, which is not a big school in my opinion because I went to Florida State, and he threw 5 interceptions. And they lost a couple of touchdowns or something like that. He never beat a big school. When you look at his games against big schools, it was always hella interceptions, hella turnovers. It's like, yo, if you're this good, why couldn't you do better? He fits that mold. He's big, tall quarterback, big arms supposedly. I don't see it personally. And then he goes on. You see, most of this is about Lamar Jackson so far. They don't tell you that. Listen to this. He says, I would have picked Lamar Jackson earlier than 32. I think he's going to do a good job, especially with the Baltimore Ravens offensive coordinator. He likes running quarterbacks, likes that read option. And just being honest about it, Joe Flacco sucks. I played him. This is one of those sentences that just hits you in the mouth. It's like, poof, poof, what? He's just kind of like going along, and all of a sudden it's like, bam! Just to be honest, Joe Flacco sucks. I played him 2 years in a row. He sucks. He says, so. So he goes on, who are the quarterbacks, in your opinion, who don't suck? Aaron Rodgers does not suck. Tom Brady doesn't suck. I got to think now about all the teams. I think Marcus Mariota is a great quarterback for their team. I think Tyrod Taylor is actually a better quarterback than he gets credit for because he does not make mistakes. He's honestly a Marcus Mariota type player, talking about Tyrod Taylor, where he manages the game really well, always has them in a position to be in the game late in the game. He just doesn't have turnovers that often. That's really all you need, especially if you get a good defense. And so then the question is, are you sold on the Jimmy Garoppolo hype? I don't know yet. Just because when they beat us, his hype picked up. They were like, he beat the #1 defense. It was all schemes. He didn't beat us. It was like he was diced. It wasn't like he diced us up. It was literally all schemes. They were doing flat routes to the wide open fullback, and he's running for 20 yards down the field 4 times during the game. So he didn't really dice us up. It was their fullback and their tight end on over routes. But you know how to work within your scheme, then it means you're good. I guess you could say he's good. Okay, this is hilarious. I got to go down the list of NFL teams. Y'all want to make sure I'm hitting all the good quarterbacks. But see, this is the kind of thing that really should be video. And this is where media loses out, because this is only going to be seen a few thousand times as a publication, but it would have been seen several million times as a video. Okay? As a video, this would have been classic. I mean, once Zenny62 gets funded, I'm serious. We will never let an opportunity like this go by and not have it vlogged. This would be vlogged. This should be vlogged, but I digress, all right? Goes on here. I got to go down the list of NFL names if y'all want to make sure I'm hitting all the good quarterbacks. At this point, Ramsey has his phone out, scrolling through names. Deshaun Watson. He'll be the league MVP in a couple of years. 100%. There's not even a debate about that. Him and Carson Wentz, for every year starting now until 5 or 10 years, it's going to be them two. They're that good. Jared Goff, of the Rams, he's average to above average. He reminds me of Jimmy Garoppolo. A little bit. Year 1, he wasn't good. He wasn't even good enough to earn his own starting role. Like, if you're the #1 pick, you're expected to start now. Period. He wasn't ready to do that. He wasn't able to do that. Then, when he did get in, he didn't really do that good. But in his second year, they got a new offensive coordinator. Your offensive coordinator is just your brainiac. When we played them, it felt like his offensive coordinator was drawing up perfect plays, and then he was hitting the open man. For what his team asked him to do, yeah, he's good. Dak Prescott, he's good. He's all right. He's okay. I'll put it that way. Ezekiel Elliott runs that team, though. Everything runs around Zeke. Then the question is, what about Kirk Cousins? I think he's good. I think he's a winner. He's a hell of a competitor. Coming off the play action, he's the best quarterback in the league. Play action passing, he's a hell of a quarterback. Derek Carr, I think he's good. Eli Manning. It's not really Eli. I think it's Odell Beckham Jr. I won't say Eli's good. I'll say Odell's good. And their connection is good. I think Russell is good. Russell Wilson, the Seattle Seahawks. I think he's just really a good leader, too. Big Ben, talking about Ben Roethlisberger, the Steelers, I think he's decent at best. It's not Big Ben, it's Antonio Brown. Big Ben slings the ball a lot of the time. He just slings it. And his receivers go get it. He has a strong arm, but he ain't all that. This is hilarious stuff. This is classic. I played him twice last year. He really disappointed me. He'll be in the Hall of Fame and all that. What about your boy, Blake Bortles? Blake, do what he got to do. I think in crunch time moments like last year's playoff game, not as a team. Because we would have trusted him. But I think as an organization, we should have trusted him more to keep throwing it. We got kind of complacent and conservative. And I think that's why we lost. We started running it on first down and second down, throwing it on third down. Every single time we were out there, the Patriots caught on to that. How much trouble do you give him in practice? Talking about giving Blake Bortles, his teammate, when he says trouble, he means like interceptions, playing good defense, that sort of thing. He says, we never go against him unless it's training camp. We never go against them in practice during the season. They go against the twos? Yeah, scout team. Plus, we don't want to hurt his confidence. That'll probably hurt his confidence. Nick Foles? He won them a Super Bowl. So he's good enough to do that. He had a hella good team, too. But as long as you can do whatever the team asks you to do, then you're straight. Like people say, Blake sucks, but he took us to the AFC Championship game strictly off doing what was asked of him. Not turning the ball over, running Leonard Fournette to death, letting the defense get some turnovers, and putting us in a good field position to capitalize on. That's what we asked him to do. Playoff Blake is good. People can say whatever, but playoff Blake is good. I think that's how it is with a lot of teams. As long as you do what the team is asking you to do, and you do it well with the rest of the team, then you can be considered good, or at least not bad. You're not a bad quarterback if you do what your team asks you to do. Matthew Stafford, I think he's straight. I don't think he's the best quarterback out there, but he do what he got to do. Drew Brees. I'm a fan of Drew Brees. This is still Ramsey talking, not me. Okay, all right. I'm a fan of Drew Brees. I think Drew Brees is really good, even at this age. He still runs everything. Andrew Luck. I don't really think he's that good. Him and T.Y. Hilton had a connection in the past that made him stand out a little bit more, but I don't think he's good. Who's the Miami quarterback? And the answer is Ryan Tannehill. I don't know much about him. I haven't heard the greatest stuff about him, but I don't know him. Personally, so I can't tell you. I don't watch the games either. Phillip Rivers, I think he's pretty good. Who's the Atlanta quarterback? I'm in Atlanta, folks. They've been talking about this all day long. Who's the Atlanta quarterback? Matt Ryan. I think Matt Ryan's overrated. You can't tell me you win MVPs 2 years ago, and then last year you're complete bust, and you still got Julio Jones. There's no way that should ever happen. I don't care. You know what that tells me? That tells me offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan left. Went to San Francisco, got Garoppolo, made Garoppolo better. The next big thing. And now Garoppolo is a big name. And now Matt Ryan had this bad year. All right, well, was it really you, or was it your coach? He was doing what was asked of him, and it was making him look really, really good. You know, I think he's right though. Look, as much as I laugh, I think he is dead on 1,000,000% correct. You know, Derek Carr himself told me in an interview, he said, look, you're only as good. He says, look, I only do what the coaches tell me to do. That's what Derek Carr said. That's on video, Zenny62 on YouTube. You want me to play it for you? That's what he said to me. I have that, okay? If you want me to play it for you, just I'll do it if I get more than one Y. Like, yeah, okay. Anyway, continuing. It says, you know that if they were going to GQ and Matt Ryan would read it, it would make bulletin board material, right? That doesn't bother you? I don't play them this year anyway. Nah. It just makes me wonder though. I mean, it's valid. The guy's saying this because he says it's valid. And then Jalen says, how do you win MVP? Then your coach leave, and you have a terrible year. He still has Julio Jones. It just doesn't make sense to me. Then he says, where are your mooks competitive off the field? Whatever. That's like, okay. So anyway, there it is, all right? I mean, that's his evaluation, okay, of players. He got everybody talking about his Super Bowl or bust, and I don't see any other evaluations. Okay, the rest of this is stuff like, well, I notice your mouthpiece hangs sometimes. Okay. However, wait a minute. There is something here that I think that is notable, and this is about the the anthem, and he says this. What he says, this is on the new anthem rules. This is what people don't understand. This is what Ramsey is saying. All right, he goes, this is what people don't understand. A lot of people might get caught up like, hey, he didn't come out. He doesn't respect America. High school and college, we never came out for the anthem. We were always inside, still getting ready. And even now, they'd be rushing us out of the locker room like, come on, gotta go. When half the time, half of us aren't even ready. Sometimes after guys will run back in there real quick to grab a couple more things. So now if it's not required that we be out there, guys might stay in there anyway to try to finish whatever they're doing. Somebody might have to use the bathroom. It's a novel thought, right? Somebody has to finish getting taped. Somebody might have to get retaped. Somebody might have to do something with their helmet, their swag, something. And people might take that the wrong way. I think it's going to be a fair share of people not going out. I think there's going to be a fair share of people not going out. They'll probably just not go out. I'm talking about players not going out because of the reasons that he gave. I'll probably just stay in and get ready for the game. That's what I've always done my whole life. I only went out there when I've been in the NFL. If I don't have to go to be out there, I'll probably just mind my own business. I think the NFL is just missing it right now. They're making it about what it's not really about. It's not about we don't love America. It's not about not respecting the flag. That's not what it's about at all. And he says, why do you think they made the rule? Why do you think they're trying to accomplish? He says, it's honestly like they forgot in the first place who told Kaepernick to take the knee. A military guy told Colin Kaepernick to take the knee. He's right. A military guy did say that, giving him all types of suggestions. At first, he was just sitting there. And then he went, talked to all necessary people, felt like he needed to talk to military personnel, everybody to get advice. And an actual military guy told him, go get on the line with the guys, but just take a knee. And people don't even talk about that like that was the reality. That's how it started. Ever since what his name's been in the office, he's like really blew it up, made it something it's really not. Oh, excuse me. He says, let me reread this. He goes, and ever since what's his name has been in the office. He's talking about Roger Goodell. Ever since what's his name has been in the office. No, he's talking about Donald Trump. Ever since what's his name has been in the office, he really blew it up. Yeah. Anyway, I think it's just like a pride thing now. Okay. It's kind of like if all of a sudden we pick him now, people might be like, why didn't he pick Kaepernick up last year? Now we're going to pick him up because he has the opportunity to stay in the locker room? It'll reflect bad on teams if they pick him up now, so I don't think he'll get picked up. So anyway, that's it. That's the whole interview. I just read you the whole interview right here. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to do anything else. I just read to you the entire interview, the whole shebang. So what do I think about it? I think it should have been video. You know, I mean, this is the kind of thing that cries for video. It's, you know, I mean, this is the kind of thing that cries for video. As I just said. You know, it's ridiculous. John Mark says, Khalil Mack's contract is still an impasse. Oakland News reported on Twitter. My news? Thank you. Yep. Okay. Matt Ryan is overrated. All right. Who did I miss? What do you need for it to be funded? Oh, I have a pitch deck for $1 million. And I've got to get a certain person a document this weekend. All right, in fact, it's now 2:49, almost 3. Hey, folks, I am going to be back on my normal time on Sunday. Thank you for tuning in. The Raiders game is tomorrow. I believe 4 o'clock Eastern. And let me double check on that, because I may just 4 o'clock Eastern. I may I don't know. I'm not gonna bite on doing a live stream about that. I may just save it, mainly because I mean, we'll see. Okay. We'll see. Okay. I only said it because I'm exhausted. Oh, Kevin says it's going to be fun this season listening to Jalen Ramsey. Yeah, assuming of course someone else puts a microphone in front of him. Let me see something here. Raiders. This is Rams. TV. Okay. Raider Wire reports. Raiders versus Rams. TV scheduling and streaming info for preseason week 2. That will be, it's 4 p.m. Eastern on the NFL Network. Okay. That's generally the time that's generally when I go to the gym. So, do I want to do a live? No, you know what? I'll do a live stream. I'm going to stick and do a live stream on Sunday. If I happen to stick around, if I happen to decide to watch the game here rather than go to the gym, I'll fire up the live stream. But as of right now, I'm leaning to say, I don't know. All right. Okay. All right. It's 2:51 in the morning. If you haven't subscribed to Zinni62 on YouTube, please subscribe. Good night, everybody. I'll see you.